Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. And we're resuming and last time we caught all 26 letters of the unknown. And now we're gonna do the next most boring thing possible and rematch all the trainers and battle all their teams. I did not split these tests up at all. Actually, couldn't think of it. There's only 20. The good news is there are only 25 trainers in this game to rematch, not 28. Pokefan Beverly, Pokefan Derek, and Juggler Irwin will never challenge you to a rematch in Pokemon Crystal, and this continues onward even into. What the fuck is clay on the window? It's like a bug or something, but it's huge. I hate bugs. I absolutely hate bugs. Alright, so first turn that we're going to rematch is Fisher Ralph, which is fine because we actually set up the Poke Center at Route 32 as the teleport point. So as long as I don't step foot inside another Pokemon Center until Fisher Ralph. And this is actually Fisher Ralph's first team. Yes, we have to rematch all the first teams. As in all the teams that we fought the first time around. And I decided to move around Tyranitar's moveset, so I'm not starting off with Earthquake. So how many battles do we have to face? Well, for each trainer, it ranges anywhere from 3 to 5, and unfortunately, all 7 numbers that we have right now have 5 teams to fight. 5! And on top of that, there is another 4 trainers that also have 5 teams that we have to battle. A couple that have 4, and then the rest luckily only have 3 teams to fight. But man, this is so freaking long. So long, in fact, that I will have to break this up into multiple episodes. There ain't no way I'm battling all 25 trainers 3 to 5 times, an average of 4 to 5 times each. I would say an average of 4 battles in each, so 100 battles in 1 episode. And for what it's worth, I don't really care about any of the gifts. So, yeah. Is this about your money? Daylight saving times. Yep, daylight saving times is over. And there's just... oh god. Honestly, I was not looking forward to the return of Pokemon Crystal for the longest time because I knew I would have to deal with all the tedious crap. Especially if I want Tyranitar to be in tip-top shape for the endgame. Because, here's the thing, in Gold Silver, I was using Mewtwo. He was probably around the late 80s range by the time I fought the Kanto Gym leaders. And Tyranitar is equipped with a Lucky Egg, and I still think he's a long ways off from actually battling all these trainers. So, here's the thing. So, you have to battle their initial teams, and then you have to battle their upgraded teams, and every trainer that will rematch you will upgrade their teams up to 4 times. And this was the main reason why I stuck with Picnicker Liz twice in a row instead of finding another trainer to rematch. as I would like to use the Poke Center out there too whenever I'm running low on PP. And I don't wanna burn through all my Fisher Ralph or Picnicker Liz battles. So we're getting a rematch with Bugcatcher Wade, and Bugcatcher Wade will occasionally hand off some random berries to you, periodically. He's also one of 2 trainers that will let you know, hey, there's a Pokemon, the bug catching contest is today. So there's that. Furthermore, a lot of these trainers that will rematch you will actually give you some pointers from time to time. And a couple of them, once you beat their final team, will hand you an item as a reward for beating them. And yeah, a lot of these trainers like Picnicker Gina, Schoolboy Allen, Lastana, and Fisher Tully will hand off items like Evolution Stones, but a lot of times they'll just give you items like Star Pieces, Nuggets, or I think one trainer will hand you some PP ups. And a couple of them will only hand over an item at the very end of the train saga, and a couple of them gave their Pokemon items that are worth stealing, like the pink bow that I got from the traded Jigglypuff. It's actually the only other way to nab multiple, no, not pink bows. What is it? Yeah, it was pink bows. And only 3 trainers will call you about a Pokemon swarm, like Hiker Anthony, Fisher Ralph, and Bugcatcher Arnie in this game. In Gold Silver, 6 trainers will call you about a swarm. Honestly, I don't really care all that much because this is a marathon that will basically see 0 Pokemon caught. Honestly, that makes sense because there are 2 Pokemon I need to evolve via Evolution Stone. And I'm probably not going to do that until the end of this grinding session. Something I will put off doing until, yeah, Camper Todd will call you to tell you about a bargain sale at the Goldenrod department store. I checked out this bargain sale, and the items that are for sale are crap. Well, like 25% discount at best, meaning for the sellback it's still costing you money, and none of the items that they sell there are worth shopping for. Particularly when you can just dupe items now. So yeah, I have to battle all these trainers 5 times. All 7 of these trainers whose numbers I have, gotta rematch them 5 times in order to get through all of their different teams. And the first teams are literally the exact same teams they used when you first battled them. So I have to literally battle a team I've already beaten for literally no good goddamn reason. And by the way, this change from Gold and Silver in how rematches are conducted carries over in future generations. where in addition, where trainers will not update their teams until you A, defeat their first team, and B, pass a certain story check. For what it's worth, I complete all the story checks, which is arrive at Goldenrod City, arrive at Ecruteak City, arrive at Olivine City, arrive at Seawood City, arrive at Mahogany Town, arrive at Lake of Rage, clear out the Rocket Hideout, clear out the Radio Tower, reach Blackthorn City, clear out the Pokemon League, and return the stolen machine part to the power plant. Those are the 11 checks that the game accounts to as to whether or not to update their teams or not. But that was present since Gold and Silver, though every trainer only followed 2 of those 3 checks. Which was why all the second teams in that game were in those 2 games were missable. But in Crystal version, you also have to battle every team in sequential order. This is my second fight with Fisher Ralph, and his Golding's a few levels higher that time. For what it's worth, at least the second, third, and fourth batch of trainers are all going to be leaps and bounds stronger than their second batch. So yeah, now we got another battle with Bugcatcher Wade. And by the way, a lot of these trainers have like a ton of different dialogue options, making some trainers a lot harder to rematch than others. For example, trainers like Youngster Joey will pretty much always call you for a rematch, because it's the only thing he can call you up for, other than a bunch of random shit. But Bugcatcher Wade will call you about berry collecting, he'll call you about the bug catching contest if it's a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, and he can call you about a bunch of random shit you don't care about. Fisher Ralph will call you for, in addition to wanting a rematch ya or a bunch of random shit you don't care about, will give you some tips and will call you, let you know of a Quillfish swarm. Picnicker Liz, I believe, gives you a bunch of, is actually really big on pointers. Will call you accidentally when she meant to call somebody else. That's something else you need to watch out for, and you can tell right away if she's called when she mentions you by name in the first sentence. Camper Todd will call you about bargain sales. Picnicker Gina will call you about leaf stones. So the question then becomes, what purpose is there to get Juggler Irwin's number, or Pokefan Beverly, or Pokefan Derek's numbers? Well, the 3 toughest phone numbers to get in Pokemon Crystal are Beverly, Derek's, and Picnicker Tiffany's, as all 3 of them request that you have a certain Pokemon in your party before they will hand out their numbers. Pokefan Beverly requires that you have I think a Meryl in your party. Derek requires a Pikachu, and Tiffany requires a Clefairy. Now, Tiffany will call you for a rematch, but Beverly and Derek will not. Instead, they will call you in order to gift you some random nuggets. I guess the point is to use them to farm for Gil, without having to battle them. In fact, their rematch teams will never resurface, ever. But you can rematch Tiffany a bunch of times, but Beverly and Derek, they will simply not battle you again. Neither will Juggler Irwin, for that matter. Here's another battle with Youngster Joey. Side of battle is top percentage Rattata, which I think is... And yes, that even includes battling Pokemon whose levels are as low as level 2. 2! Now, you might be wondering, why don't I just abuse the phone number system to get a bunch of rematch offers all at once? That's not how that works in Gold, Silver, Crystal. Only one rematch can be live at a time, and it's only live for about 30 minutes. You waste your 30 minutes of in-game time, you lose out on the opportunity to rematch that trainer. So yes, we have to battle a level 4 Rattata before we can get to the good stuff. Like, I absolutely don't see any reason why I would need to rematch the first trainers. I mean, it's literally the exact same teams as before. But I'll tell you why, it's because you could rematch the first teams in Gold and Silver by not passing the story checks. But yeah, we have to fight all those first teams before we can battle their second, third, fourth, and fifth teams. And we have to do it all in sequential order. Honestly, the best part about splitting this up in Gold and Silver is that I can still mix in some new content in the process. It doesn't have to be all battling all the time. But now I have no choice. I literally have no freaking choice. So we have to battle through level 12 Pokemon, level 4, level 2s. I think some level 8, level 9, level 10. Pokemon that aren't really going to help Tyranitar level up and evolve at all before I can battle the teams that actually will provide decent enough experience points. And honestly, I did consider giving Tyranitar an amulet coin, but generally speaking, these trainers are not worth a lot of gil either. Picnicker Liz. Gotta teleport to the Route 32 Pokemon Center. Cut through the patch of grass, and we need to take our chances of 3-turn thrashes. And honestly, I do believe that my recording device is not in sync with the gameplay footage as I watch it, but that's gonna be fine, because I don't really anticipate this. I'm not really gonna bother with much in the way of editing. Post-recording, because these videos are so freaking boring. They're so boring. Go Tyranitar! And I have to try to manip 3-turn thrashes whenever possible. And if I don't land the 3-turn thrashes and I get confused, I have to reset the save state over again. And I can't believe there's 3 more episodes of this. Like, literally 3 more episodes. Gina, Picnicker Gina. Alright, and... gonna fly down to battle Gina. I think at this point, though, we battled all the first teams already. So yeah, I'm gonna go about all these trainers now. And oh yeah, something worth knowing, sometimes I will allow a random battle to occur if I think it can help out with manipulating Thrash and making sure that it lasts for 3 turns. Because after 2 or 3 turns, your Tyranitar gets confused. Which is not good at all. But our level's decently high enough. And you can tell that's the second Tika's only the Ivysaur's because she evolved her Bulbasaur to Ivysaur, and their team's levels are relatively low still. And there's Youngster Joey again. Alright, time to battle his top percentage Rattata. Alright, we're gonna go use Cut. The reason why I fly to Violet instead of Cherry Grove City is because even though he's closer to Cherry Grove than he is to Violet, there's a ton of grass to get. I would have to get through from the Cherry Grove side compared to Violet, and the difference in speed is not substantial enough to warrant taking my chances by flying to with the grass in Cherry Grove. And yeah, I do get a little confused sometimes. Professor Ralph again. Return to the last Pokemon Center. Mr. Ralph would like to fight. And there's no way to, and honestly, it sucks that it's 25 turns instead of 24. Because if it was only 24, I could probably get all of these done in 3 days. But no, I have to split this up amongst 4 days of this shit. I know all I'm doing is complaining that can be annoying and stuff, but there really isn't anything else to talk about. These trainers are not at all a challenge for Tyranitar. Tyranitar is well into his 60s, and spoiler alert, by the end of the episode, he'll be level 70! And also, in hindsight, I think it's a good thing that I'm rematching all these trainers now, instead of sprinkling these rematches along the journey. Because it means Tyranitar gains all the experience needed to make the final boss much more manageable. Gold and Silver even needed a few lucky breaks with Red. Particularly as Snorlax. For example, Snorlax Psychic dealing 3/4 damage, followed up by Snorlax using Amnesia, allowing me to two-shot the final boss's Snorlax. And all of his other team gained one shot by Shadow Ball, 5 moves like Shadow Ball, Psychic, Ice Beam, Thunder Punch. Sorry, not Ice Beam. Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. Catcher Wade. Sure, are your bugs fully evolved yet? But man, it kinda sucks that there are like 5 teams now instead of 3. Like in the old games. I mean, by the end of this episode, I would have battled more trainers than I did during the penultimate episode of my Gold and Silver playthrough. Trust me, the last 2 episodes of Gold and Silver, up until the end of this grinding session, is gonna be really, 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 really boring. Alright. So, by the way, whenever you see Thrash against when you've got 3 Pokemon to go, you know that I'm going to make the 3 turns instead of getting cut off at 2. So yeah, it's proof that his team's now fully evolved, and even though his levels are really low, the experience points is finally a bit on the substantial side. Thanks to Lucky Egg. So I've got 2 more battles against Bugcatcher away to go, and spoiler alert, we won't be battling any of those 2 battles till the end of the episode. Just the way things rolled. He has to compete with 6 other trainers, and a lot of them would rather battle me than him. Alright, so I believe this is the 3rd rematch against Hiker Anthony, and because of this, I'm now facing 2 Graveler. Obviously, Thrash ain't gonna work for me anymore, so I gotta instead swap out the Thrash strategy from the first two battles in favor of Crunch Crunch Quake. Rocks, we will not be seeing a single use of Rock Slide this entire episode. I can promise you that. Alright, so, choke, use Earthquake. Use Earthquake because Crunch ain't gonna do the trick against a fighting type. Now, it's kind of funny that it goes from Machamp to Machoke, but I do believe that's a bug in the game's code. I think it's supposed to be Machoke first and then Machamp, but I went Machamp and then it devolved into Machoke. Very, very strange indeed. Picnicker Gina, Chris? So it's kind of funny that there are 7 more battles for us to complete in this episode than there was in the penultimate episode of Gold Silver combined. Altogether. Camper Todd simply gets cold feet and refuses to rematch us for some reason. In fact, in one of the save states, I actually did experiment with a shopping spree. Well, I already told you that, but I'll tell you again anyways. To see if there is anything worth shopping under his shopping sprees, and the answer is no. All the rooftop items are garbage. And the ones that aren't, well, I have access to the double item, to the item duplication glitch. So I see no reason to shop for any of those items anyways. But, you know, I was kind of hoping for like dolls and furniture and shit. Almost all the bedroom items have to be gotten via Pokemon Stadiums 1 and 2. Or through mystery gifting. Oh yeah, I never showed off mystery gift. So another battle against Picnicker Gina, and she seems eager to finish up. Because I believe this is her 4th team now? 3rd or 4th. So, yep, Skip Bloom, level 30. Okay, this is the 4th team because her Pokemon are in their 30s, but they're still not fully evolved. Yeah, unlike in Gold and Silver, a lot of these trainers, because they have up to 5 rematch teams, will start fully evolving their Pokemon. So, yeah. Skip Bloom, use Thrash. Oh. So let's fly back to Mom's and do this all over again. And I keep forgetting I need to swap Turbo B for Turbo A. Finally, Camper Todd calls for a rematch. Finally. good news is, because it's still early on, I can thrash this entire team and I know I'll be able to one-shot. But future teams, that might not be so very possible. So Camper Todd says Geodude? Okay, I can definitely one-shot his Pokemon with Thrash, because now you would have 2 Geodude and a Psyduck. The Geodude are way too frail to survive a Thrash from a Pokemon 50 levels higher than them. And Psyduck does not bear any resistance to Thrash. Alright, and... Anthony? So yeah, we get a rematch Hiker Anthony a 4th time. And honestly, at this rate, I would not be surprised if he was one of the first trainers that I fish up. What else is there for me to talk about? Well, can I sing Pokemon karaoke? Yeah, right, I'm not a good singer. So crunch. So I'm just gonna go crunch, crunch, quake, because there's no way I can one-shot these Graveler with Thrash. Trust me, believe me, I tried. Alright, and... we're gonna go fly back home to Mama. Change the daylight savings thing in order to manip more rematch opportunities. And I keep screwing up like that. Youngster Joey. And by the way, I'm pretty sure his top percentage attack at this point is probably Eradicate. I believe the Youngster Joey quotes that have become memes were added into Heart Gold Soul Silver, because Youngster Joey never called me to talk about his top percentage attack in Crystal version. And I definitely know he doesn't do it in Gold or Silver because he uses the generic dialogue. The same sort of generic dialogue all the other Pokegear trainers would use. Alright, well, Eradicate. Oh, that's his 4th team. Because his 3rd team would be level 20-something Eradicate. But I will at least give Youngster Joey credit, as he only wants to win with using only one Pokemon. And it looks like our final Youngster Joey battle is about to commence. Making him the first trainer to complete an entire set with. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Man, how the hell am I supposed to come up with commentary for 3 more of these episodes? I mean, I guess the later episodes will get shorter because there are fewer trainers to battle and fewer rematches. But the next episode, almost all the trainers are still gonna rematch it 5 times. Only one will rematch it 4 times. Yeah, and no doubt about it. Okay, so after you beat certain teams 5 times, they'll have some extra dialogue where they will give you an item. It's basically them conceding any chance of possibly beating you. And when that happens, we can delete their number. We are completely done with Youngster Joey. Now, not all trainers are gonna do that. In fact, none of the other 6 trainers in this batch will do that. Probably because a lot of them will give you items or tell you about a swarm, about a wild swarm, or in the case of Camper Todd, will tell you about a bargain sale. And because of that, that's technically them paying it forward for your sake. So I took this number because I'm starting to run a bit low on PP. So, yeah, we are going to bike upwards towards the side of the next trainer. And let's mend up another 3-turn kill. Picnicker Liz uses... I think this is her 3rd team. Could be her 4th, but I do think it's her 3rd team because, well, Youngster Joey's 4th team was level 30. And this is an earlier trainer with earlier plot triggers. Compare to Liz. Picnicker Liz was defeated. Is this about your money? Do you like savings? Picnicker Gina. Looks like she'll be our 2nd trainer that we will clear out. The craziest thing is we only battled Camper Todd twice. Bugcatcher Wade is still 2 battles away from being finished. Really? Well, okay, it's not too bad. It's possible the reason I kept this wild encounter around is so I could maybe get it so that Thrash can cooperate. So this is her final team because she now has her jump lefts. And though her levels are quite a bit lower compared to Youngster Joey's, it is 3 Pokemon versus Youngster Joey's 1, so it's a bit excusable here. Plus her ace is a higher level than Joey's Raticate. And just like that, Tyranitar's gonna hit level 68. Picnicker Gina was defeated. Time to delete her number. You never need to speak with her again. And let's try rematching Todd. Finally a battle against Todd. I think it's his 3rd team. So let's go ahead, battle him. I think he'll still have his Geodudes for this one. Do it! And now we're gonna go ahead and use Thrash. Because I know that even though Geodude has high defense, he's also really frail, and Thrash should still be the one-shot to a couple Geodude 45 levels below Tyranitar. Now, if they were Gravelers, I would definitely use Crunch on them. Because Gravelers are way too bulky to go down to just a single use of Thrash, even from Tyranitar with max attack IVs. And I assume max attack DVs as well. And another battle from Todd, back to back. So he went from not wanting to call us at all to now being eager to rematch us. So yeah, this is our 4th battle against Todd now. And yeah, they're Gravelers now, so I gotta use Crunch. Crunch is a special attack that actually has pretty fast animation. So I go Crunch again, and luckily he added a 4th Pokemon, so as long as it's not another Graveler or something that's has monstrously high defense stats, we should be good. Alright, side up, good, good. By the way, spoiler, Thrash is completely free here because it's just 2 Pokemon left, and neither of them resist normal. So his Psyduck goes down 1 hit, his Slugma goes down 1 hit. Alright, and And now, Picnicker Liz. I think this is the penultimate battle with her. I think we'll find out soon enough because I think her final battle, all of her Pokemon are fully evolved except for a Weeping Bell. So we bypass Fisher Ralph, who also has 2 more teams left to fight. Alright, I took the battle here because I struggle to get the 3 turns on Picnicker Liz. So what is it? Is it our final team or what? I don't think so, but let's see. Alright, it's not quite her final team. So, she still has her Weeping Bell. Bet you she also still has her Nidorino. Nope, it's a Nidoking now. But Thrash should still be one-shot Nidoking! So now let's fly back to... Wait, let's delete Liz's number now. Wait, we still have Hiker Anthony and Camper Todd afterward. So we have 4 more trainers to go. Hiker Anthony. Alright, let's wrap up Hiker Anthony right here, right now. Alright, and let's go. I want to see if it's... I want to see if I'm totally accurate here. Okay, so that was the final Liz team. And this is the final Anthony team. A shame that he never re-evolved his Machoke. Alright, and... uh-oh. Oh, it's Fisher Ralph. Alright. get this synced up. Or that's close enough. Alright, so we are battling. This is the penultimate battle against Ralph because his Goldeen is still just a Goldeen. So, one more battle with Fisher Ralph to go. One more battle against Camper Todd to go. And 2 more battles against Bugcatcher Wade. And here's Camper Todd's number. Time to wrap him up. Now, you saw that he has Slugma, right? Well, Slugma evolves into Magcargo, which is Fire Rock type. A Fire Rock type. What this means is that, unfortunately, I will not be able to use Thrash at all in this final battle against him. Because Magcargo is going to be the 4th Pokemon he uses, and his Golduck is the only Pokemon that doesn't resist Thrash. So I gotta just spam Crunch over and over and over again. So that's the one move that can bust open their porous special defense. Both the Gravelers and the Magcargo. Alright, so I'm just spamming Crunch, Crunch, Crunch. Man, this episode's so boring. And I'm gonna go for Earthquake to hit for quad damage. Fire Rock's quad weak against ground and water type attacks. So deleting Todd's number. Now we have 2 more teams from Wade and 1 more from Ralph. And we're getting the last battle from Ralph because Bugcatcher Wade just refused to call us. And I actually went at it for quite a while before giving up on Bugcatcher Wade because he just refused to rematch us. So I gotta take care of Fisher Ralph, but first I'm healing up the Poke Center. Don't worry, this is probably the most brutal stretch of my perfect playthrough. Everything past the part 25 of my Gold Silver playthrough is super ultra boring. So Thrash. Because Ralph will use 2 Pokemon here, Quillfish, and his fully evolved Goldeen is now a Seeking. And his Goldeen is now Seeking. So we can delete Ralph's number, and we just need to worry about Bugcatcher Wade now. Alright, same time. Do what you can. Get your Wade. Alright, so we just have 2 more battles to manipulate for, which are both against Wade. As we have not yet battled his brand new crystal teams. So yeah, let's go take him out. Got your way, wants to battle, good. There's Butterfree. We're gonna go Crunch. And we're just gonna keep spamming Crunch and Crunch and Crunch some more. Alright, Thrash. Actually, I just need to crunch the first move and then hit 3-turn Thrashes the rest of the way. So that was a Bug Catcher Wade number 4. So Tyranitar used Thrash. And there you go. It'll be like last time. Yes, it'll be like last time. So now we are gonna go ahead and... with the 5th and final team against Bugcatcher Wade, I just have to go around and collect a few phone numbers. Luckily, I can collect all the phone numbers I need from Violet City. So that's nice. So we register Schoolboy Allen's number first. Then we head down to Route 35 to speak to Bugcatcher Arnie and get his number. And yeah, we're gonna get Schoolboy Jack's number. Man, this is so freaking retarded. Alright, let's deal with this random battle for a bit. And even though this trainer will not challenge us to a rematch ever, let's go ahead and get his number anyways. It's going to die. Wait, you're the best ever. Huh? And the whole point with Irwin's number is to Irwin acts as a bit of a chronicler, keeping tabs on what you've accomplished over the course of the story. Which is kind of interesting, but has nothing to do with perfect playthrough conditions. Anyways, let's take care of Bugcatcher Wade before we collect the 3 remaining phone numbers that we'll need. So, yep, this is the last battle of the episode, and because it took a bit of a while, I can use a save state to ensure a safe return from Thrash. And looky here, Tyranitar's now level 70. And we still have 18 more trainers to battle. 18 times... The first 5 is 35, and then there is 20... The first 5 trainers for the next episode is 25, plus 1, which is 4, so it's 29 battles the next episode. Yeah, I think it's 4, 4, 4, 12, 18, 27, 39 more battles to go. So we are nearly, for what it's worth, we are near the halfway point to this crazy madness. But note that I skipped Pokefan Beverly, and I'm gonna skip Pokefan Derek as well. And I'm already getting a head start by getting Huey's number, when he should be part of the third batch of phone numbers. The reason why is because alongside Juggler Irwin, the 2 Pokefans will never call you up for a rematch, though I will still get their phone numbers at a later date. So we're gonna go, but having gotten Huey's number, we are going to head north. And we're gonna pick up Chad and Dana's numbers. I believe these are the last 2 numbers that we'll need before our phone book gets completely filled out. So yeah. Chris registered Dana's number. So let's fly back to New Barktown, and this is where we will be wrapping up this episode. Next time we're battling through our second batch of trainers from our Pokegear. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gorin, sign out.